It's 7:35 on Sunday morning. Our next guest, Michael Dennis from Reelblack, will be talking about a brand new film, and I want to make sure I'm saying the name correctly, KINYARWANDA, which is a film out of Africa, and it's about a love affair between someone from the Tutsi Nation as well as the Hutu Nation. And if you remember your Rwanda history, you understand how dangerous that kind of relationship would be. Michael, good morning. Am I saying the name of the movie correctly, KINYARWANDA?
Very close. KINYARWANDA.
Okay, KINYARWANDA. And it's a wonderful film coming out of Africa. And it is a story of a young Tutsi woman and a young Hutu man who fall in love amidst the chaos and the devastation that ravaged that country. And a soldier struggles with being absent from her family to foster a greater good. And the imam saves countless lives, and a priest grapples with his faith. Sounds like a fantastic movie. It's going to be available for viewing December 2nd. Is that right?
It opens December 2nd at the AMC Franklin Mills Theater. Mm-hmm. It's going to have a limited run there for about a week, if we're lucky, 2 weeks.
Okay.
And there's no video release planned, so this is if you want to see the film, don't wait. Come out and see it. And
the Franklin Mills Theater is up at 1149 Franklin Mills Circle up in the northeast section of Philadelphia. You can call 1-888-AMC-4FUN. 4FUN is for the numeral FUN. Michael, Reelblack has been doing some fantastic sponsoring and pushing films, independent films in particular, about the African and African American experience. I want to congratulate you and your colleagues at Reelblack. Tell us more about how you got into this and where we're headed for the coming year in 2012.
Well, I mean, I'm a filmmaker by trade. I went to film school at New York University and the American Film Institute. And I decided I wanted to come back to Philadelphia, my hometown, to make movies. And when I got here about 10 years ago, I discovered there were a lot of things that were missing. There wasn't a place that you could show your work without having to spend a lot of money to rent a theater.
You put that so delicately. I love the way you put that. There were some things missing when you got here, right? There were quite a few things missing if you're interested in showing independent films that have an African or African-American theme to it.
Without a doubt. So when given the opportunity, we started a screening series that expanded into a TV show, which is on Philly Cam,
right,
and also on YouTube, and then the membership, which I know you're a member.
You got my T-shirt, brother.
Absolutely,
that's right. I think I bought it from you.
so the severe, black film junkies, the lovers of black film, for $30 a season, they can get access to seeing the movies before they come out, and so we've been doing that going on 9 years, and it's been great.
Congratulations! I didn't realize it's been 9 years. Congratulations.
Going into the ninth season, yeah. I'm a little fuzzy on the math, but we're going into season 9, and now that it's expanded into AFFRM, which is the African American Film Festival Releasing Movement, which Reelblack is a proud member. It's made up of 5 film festivals, African American film festivals from around the country, who have conspired to release African American independent film in their markets on the exact same day, using national promotion as well as grassroots promotion. So KINYARWANDA is our second release, and it won Sundance this year. We're really proud of it, setting a theme to your show today, in the sense that this is a black-owned business that needs and deserves support. And, I can promise you, if you come out next weekend to see this movie, you will not see any black men in dresses. You will not see any white male protagonists. And you will see something that really speaks to your soul.
What is so disturbing is some of the images, the kind of images, and no one is going to, I'm not going to knock Tyler Perry, because on this radio station, at this very microphone, I've saluted him for giving us, and I say us, the NAACP, $1 million. I mean, cash money. I mean, real money. Well, so, and a lot of people have made a lot of money off the NAACP over the last 102 years, and not many of them have given us $1 million. So, I'm going to put down.
I'm not. Don't get me wrong.
We're not either.
Anybody.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
just saying that there's an alternative.
There absolutely
to the
is.
Images that we're being fed.
Same with Eddie with the new one, Tower Heist. Where he plays a criminal, a petty criminal. we need to have a plethora of images of people of color. That's all you're saying. That's all we are saying at the same time in joining you. There's so many different ways you can portray the African American community. It shouldn't be limited to one subset.
Absolutely, and if Kinyarwanda could find the same audience that Tyler Perry or even Tower Heist has found, I would be ecstatic.
Mm-hmm.
I would be ecstatic. So, I'm not trying to hate.
No, absolutely not. And there are, and I'm so glad you mentioned it. There are, as you said, were there 5 film festivals now? Because a dear friend of mine, Rel Dardell from Philadelphia, he has a new movie out. He just finished it called Changing Lanes. He was
Changing the Game.
Changing the Game. Sorry about that. Apologize, Rel. He just had his film showed at the Hollywood Film Festival,
right?
And which was like about 2 weeks ago, and there was one this summer in Martha's Vineyard, which really surprised me. I was shocked to see that the Martha's Vineyard community now has a major black film festival every summer.
Right. Well, I would say the American Black Film Festival and Urban World Film Festivals are probably the oldest in the current wave. Not to say that they haven't been black film festivals for decades.
Right.
But I would say that you saw a big boost in black film festivals around 1997, 98, and that's matured now into distribution. Distribution still is
the key, isn't it?
The name of the game. Yeah,
that's the key. You got to get it out in front of the audience.
You can make the best movie in the world,
right.
The worst movie in the world. If people don't know about it or have access to it, it's like it doesn't exist. Filmmakers have made, and Rel's a prime example of that. He had an excellent film called Train Ride,
right?
That sat on a shelf could not find distribution for about 6 or 7 years,
right?
And when you see that film, there's countless talents, actors in front of, behind the camera, and Rel himself. That if the film had just gotten out there a little sooner, it might have been a game changer in his career. Things might stall if people don't go see Kinyarwanda. We might not be able to put out the next film. You know what I mean?
And if we want to get more information about Reelblack Incorporated, we can go on the website at INFO at Reelblack, and Reelblack is spelled REELBLACK.com. And that's the website to get information about what Reelblack is doing both now and in the coming weeks. The Kinyarwanda is made by an African. What's the brother's name? Is it Alric Brown?
Alric Brown. He's a fellow NYU alum.
Okay.
But he served for 2 years in the Peace Corps in the Ivory Coast.
Right.
And one of his Peace Corps colleagues turned him on to the executive producer, Ishmael Nithiabus, who had a grant to do a movie about a Muslim, a true story that actually happened. During the Rwandan genocide, a Muslim imam took in a Catholic priest to save his life. And the film was originally conceived to be that story alone. But when Alric got to Rwanda, he saw the texture and the life and all the people that existed there, and he said, "Look, we could do more with this opportunity." And it became 6 intertwining stories, including the love story that you talked about earlier. Sounds
like a fascinating movie. Going to try to see it on December 3rd. And also on the back of the card, they're recommending, if you have a group of 25 or more, Michael and his colleagues at Reelblack are saying you can sponsor a screening yourself. You can sponsor your group, your sorority, your Masonic group, your Eastern Star group, your NAACP group, your college homeboys or homegirls group. You can sponsor a screening, and you can email Michael at Mike D, that's Mike, M-I-K-E, capital D, at reelblack.com, and you can get the details. So this is an effort that we're pushing to urge people from across the region to get involved in showing of independent black African-American films as well as African films. This is the way we can change the menu of what's available for us to choose from to watch on our screens by getting involved with Reelblack right now in sponsoring a group, having a showing, attending the showing of Kinyarwanda on December 2nd at the AMC Franklin Mills Theater, because we can really make a difference if we start to go to some of these movies that we talk about, we say we want, but too often we don't show up when they are made.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that. And group sales are so important to smaller films like this. the same amount of effort that's required to get one person to come to a movie. If we can get 4 or 5 people or one person to bring 4 or 5 friends, that makes a big difference for us. So with the 25 or more, if you have an organization, we'll shout you out at the beginning of the screening. You can leave literature for your organization at the table throughout the entire weekend that we're there. And, that's really, really what's key to this. We actually have a couple people that are interested in buying out the entire theater and donating the tickets to schools. So,
man, what a great gesture that would be. The showing times, Michael was kind enough to send me the showing times. They're 11 a.m., 1:45 p.m., 4:20 p.m., 7:10, and 10 p.m. And it's December 2nd through Thursday, December 8th. And the movie is KINYARWANDA, and it's about the life story of 6 intertwined stories of 6 people involved, Tutsis and Hutus, in the place called Rwanda, which many of us remember for being the headlines in the 1990s. A wonderful film by a young man, and Michael just reminded us, Alric Brown is the director and the writer of this wonderful story.
All right, and he's going to be in town next Saturday if you want to meet him.
Cool. I'll try to do that if I can work it into my schedule.
Well,
Michael,
anybody can meet him.
Oh, okay,
so
excellent.
We're gonna take him to dinner for $15. You can have dinner with Alric and get a postcard signed, take pictures, whatever. I mean, he's an up and coming talent. He won Sundance this year. The film is fantastic, and thank you for having me on.
It's my pleasure. We're going to get you on more often to talk about different films that are coming up in 2012. We want to do our bit to make sure that people know there is a steady diet of Tyler Perry's and Eddie and comedians and all kinds of movies coming out. And Reelblack Incorporated right here in Philadelphia. And it's available to all of us just by checking out reelblack.com, info@reelblack.com. And you can find out what Michael and his colleagues are doing on a regular basis all throughout the year. Michael, have a great week, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah, and it's going to play for about a week. So if you can't make it Friday or Saturday, just make plans. If you can't make it at all, pre-order your tickets online and give them to a friend. It's a great gift, and you're supporting a Black-owned business.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Be safe. Again, it's info@reelblack.com to get in for more information about this particular movie, KINYARWANDA. And in addition, check out the website, write it down, save it, and you'll see some of the other independent films that are going to be made available to our audience right here in Philadelphia all throughout the year.